was carved out of Masaka district and is found in southern part of Uganda. And it has 8 sub-counties. It has 42 parishes. It has got 465 villages. It has got 3 constituencies. Now, it has got a population of 320,000 people. This district is unique in a way that it has actually one of the most important one of the largest coffee growers in that country, which is our main cash crop, is found in this district. It has got very many features like fresh water. It has got many features like swamps. It has got a lot of untapped resources that needs to be tapped. But what I have done as a district chairperson, I've realized that several people, our government officers, have neglected this part of the country. And until recently, actually 1st of July 2010, when we became a district, is when we started discovering the potential within this area. Irrespective of being my area of birth, there was no keen interest that anybody ever had about it, including myself. So as a result, I started going to the community and listening to them and listening to their views. I realized that when you listen to the community, rather than talking to them like most politicians have been doing, in the end, you get to know that these people have a lot of problems. But these problems, they also know their causes to these problems. Above all, they also have solutions to these problems. But all this is under or covered by the community. So what do you do in order to get all this? So you need to empower the community. So by empowering the community, then you are able to discover all this. For example, I have been into a community gathering and into a community, one of my get-together evenings that I meet. I have been able to know through one lady that people who do roads and they are supposed to put, for example, 6 pieces of culverts, what they've done, they have ended up putting 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and instead of the other 4, they put a piece of wood here, which with the time will collapse. But because when you stand this side, you cannot see what is here, so you just have to see through here. But in here, they have not put anything. So I could not know this, but the lady was able to explain this. So when you go into the community and listen to their problems, you listen to their ideas, you listen to what they, and when you take a project down there, the project ceases to be your project. It becomes their project. Hence, having a sustainable project. And this is where most of our people have gone wrong, because we think we must plan for these people. So these people actually think better than some of us, because they know their situation, they know their environment better than you and me. So as a result, we have put up a think tank. So we've started to putting up a district think tank. So this district think tank has got 32 people from the 8 sub-counties. By selecting 4 people times 8, we got 32 people. And these people, we trained them. After training them, we were able to get, at least the first time, because it is purely voluntary, the first time we had about 32. The first time we had 32. The second time, after about 2 weeks, we had about 20. The last time, the third time we had about 12. So we knew that these were the serious and committed people. Out of these 12 people, we have formed up this think tank. And this think tank has gone down to the sub-county to form sub-county think tanks. Now what do these people do? Is they sensitize their people, they talk to their people. They go and talk to them and ask what they think the problems is. What are the problems that you people are facing? Basically, they have given us, first of all, the problem of water and sanitation. They have told us the problem of education. They have told us the problem of roads or road network. Why water and sanitation? Because parents, especially women and children, have to walk long distances to go and fetch this water. In the process, children get very late at school. In the process, you know, as I will be demonstrating, you find that children don't have enough water to drink at school. Even at home, the water is dirty. The issue now, at the moment, we are looking at the quantity of water, not the quality. Irrespective of the quality, we all want is quantity. How much water can we get as close as to people's homes? Then this water problem affects education because you have to move long distances to get the water before you get to school. And then as a result, you know, the education levels drop. You know, the teachers, before they get to school, they have to get the waters. You know, the same with the children. And then this also affects, you know, the road network where the children pass. If it rains, sometimes children, a certain percentage, say 40%, may end up not going to school because a certain swamp has been covered up with water. And then the produce that the people, the parents produce cannot reach the market for the parents to be able to, you know, probably pay for the education, probably pay for water, and the other one part will be healthy. So the health of the people is determined by the water and sanitation, by the educational level, and the road network. For example, if you have a pregnant mother, how long does it take you, you know, to take this pregnant mother to the nearest clinic or nearest hospital? So all these go hand in hand, and they have been identified as key major issues that affect these people. So as a result, what did we do? As a result, we have formed up Lwengo District Development Organization. Why Lwengo District Development Organization? Because this is a charity, this is an NGO that does not have any influence from the government. To be honest, government projects have not been successful. So what do? We need to change from the top to bottom approach to bottom to top. We need to use the local people to solve their problems rather than using the bottom, the top government to the community. So can we use the community to solve these problems? Yes, Lwengo District Development Organization, through the sub-county think tank to the district think tank, have brought up their problems. We've looked at these problems and we think we can solve these problems by using the very people, the very think tank that is embedded within this organization. Thank you.